What's up, everybody? We are ready to rock with some Manufacturers Cup tonight. I know it's during the Nations Cup final. I'm sorry, it's just the way it falls. But I thought I'd live stream tonight's race rather than do another video on it, so you guys can see firsthand exactly what happens during a Manufacturers Cup race. Not had a massive amount of practice, I've got to say, so I'm probably going to do the 10 past 10 race and just spend the next 45 minutes, hour or so just practicing. Not sure how good the Corvette is supposed to be here. But we've got what we've got. I think we'll try and be a bit clever with strategy in this one. Let's see what duplicate workout car we get today. I think I've got pretty much every car there, so yep, another FT1. Why not? Thank you very much. How are we all this evening? You're right, Matt. Well done for yesterday, mate. Really well done. Big up Matthew Thomas in the chat. Manufacturers Cup champion. We can only hope to be as good as Matt this evening. And our own little manufacturer's journey. See how we do. I don't know what I actually came back to the main menu for. There was a reason, but I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, I wanted to have a look. In here. I don't think there's anyone on the main leaderboard with a Corvette. So, as far as watching laps or anything like that, it's very difficult. I know I'm about a second off the pace, or second off like top 10 pace, which is not great, but I don't know if that's to be expected in this car here, or if I should be faster, or... But the only way of improving is to do a few laps, so that's what we're going to do right now. Because why not? But quite a lot to do tonight. Manufacturers Cup. We'll do some sport races afterwards, maybe, depending on how this goes and what kind of mood I'm in after this race. Quali at Catalonia today to go over as well. Nürburgring 24 hours currently well in effect. Lots going on this weekend. So, give this a bash first things first. That's Zany. So, not a massive amount of practice done for this so far. Not long back from work, so basically I jumped on for maybe a 10 lap burst just before I started the stream, just so I didn't come on and just basically have an absolute crash fest. Not a massive fan of this weather. It makes it very difficult, especially coming into places like this, to see the edges of the track. So I spent a lot of those 10 laps dipping the wheel onto the outside under braking and things like that. good pole position for Hamilton today. Just edging out Bottas. I think it was by 2/100ths of a second. Bottas has surprised me this year, actually. He's been a huge amount better than I expected him to be, but early on the brakes into paddock. An ideal start to the lap, that. Big shunt for Hartley as well, which is not going to do his prospects of keeping his already precarious drive. A lot of rumours going around the paddock at the moment that Wehrlein is set to replace Hartley as early as Canada. Be an interesting move that for Wehrlein. It'd basically take him completely away from the Mercedes setup, but realistically he's never getting a look in there. Probably say, even though he's a Mercedes young driver, there's 5 or 6 drivers higher up in the pecking order for him in terms of people that Mercedes would like to have the seat. Ocon, obviously Bottas, who already occupies the seat and has done well this season. If Ricciardo was available, I'm sure Mercedes wouldn't turn that option down. The same with Verstappen. So Wehrlein's realistically never going to get the seat that he wants. So why not try something else? It's his route back into Formula 1, and you never know. If he impresses and starts absolutely hammering Gasly around, then it's a massive turn of fortune. So there's no real downside to the move for him. It's just poor old Brendan gets fired out of Formula 1 once more. I say once more, he never got fired in the door the first time. He got basically taken up to just before F1 and then tossed away like garbage. So is the Red Bull young driver Scrap Heap. Been more talented drivers than Hartley, I think, thrown to the sidelines. The most notable probably being Jean-Eric Vergne and Sebastian Buemi. Oh, looks at the wrong board there. Just about got away with that one. I was in a little world of my own then, a little daze, thinking about other drivers that have been cast away by Red Bull and what happened to them. Daydreaming away as my Corvette flies towards the gravel. Oh, flipping heck. I think we'll definitely be on a major fuel saving mission if our pace is anything to go by. Just to try and make up some spots in the race, because I don't think we're going to be running at the sharp end. Just don't think we've got that out and out pace in our locker to qualify well. Don't feel like I'm not saying I'm pushing to the maximum, because I'm not, but I don't feel like I'm driving particularly badly either, so it might just be one of those car and track combos that don't suit. I mean, a lot of my issue is I don't play the game often enough. I don't have the intricate knowledge that probably I once had when I was competing on Forza as to what car and track combos work and what's strong wear, etc, etc. I just don't have that for Gran Turismo, which is probably my main weakness. But I'm glad I picked Chevy for the Manufacturers Cup because it's been nice to drive something a bit different. I've not driven the Group 3 or Group 4 Chevrolet a massive amount in this game, as you can tell by the odometer in the bottom left corner, 95 miles on the clock. It's hardly a lifetime of driving. Early on the brakes there, which has basically thrown that lap in the trash. Late on the brakes there, just compromised our run onto the main straight. So have a quick look at chat and how you guys are. Try a few laps shifting at 6,000. Yeah, by all means, I'll give it a bash. Yeah. Hamilton did extremely well. Danny Rick definitely available next season. I will do a couple more races after this. I just don't know what yet. I might take it in a completely different direction and do the Raptor at Blue Moon Infield. Because why not? I was tempted to do the races at Willow Springs yesterday. So ultimately didn't have time. Alright, let's try shifting at 6,000 revs, see if we can train ourselves to do that. I'm all over the show here. This is probably the kind of rev range I'd drive the race in. I'm not sure about out and out pace. Clip of the grass there didn't help me a great deal. Fourth, definitely faster out the last corner. Woo. Oh! So you can save it, just about. We'll take that for style points. 360 entry, why not? If you can clip things on YouTube, but if you can, definitely clip that for me. Enjoyed that one. Oh, lost a lot of time through that. Done the same thing again. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's not clip that one though. Fourth works in a lot of places. It's just very dependent on I guess the nature of the corner. Not a good exit. Cost us into paddock, ever so slightly. Oh, way too early on the brakes there. Way too shallow an angle in that corner too, which cost me a lot of time. Too early on the brakes there, that's a penalty all day long. Just struggling to string this lap together at the minute. Doesn't help that I really can't see some of these corner entries. I don't know if it looks better in HDR, I'm just using a standard PS4 Slim, so... On the brakes again. Losing time at that corner every single lap. Caught the grass again. Nearly lost it there. Final corner. I think we're going to beat our best time so far. Well, not quite actually. lot of time to make up through this middle sector. And wide as hell through there. Much better lap. Still a bit further away from where we want to be though, but the improvements are coming, which is encouraging. Nice to not be too far away from the optimal either. Uh-oh. Let's not have any of those in the race, thank you. Hey Fabuki, hey Koloff. Hey Anderson. Yeah, Leclerc did really well. He's impressed me. I mean, a lot of people after the first two races were like, huh, he's supposed to be the next big thing, and look, he's finished behind Ericsson. It's his first two races in the Formula 1 car, man. Give the kid a chance. Then he goes to Baku and just absolutely smashes it out the park. And again, gets a Sauber into Q2 when it has absolutely no right to be in Q2. I mean, obviously Hulkenberg and his fuel pressure issue helped him a little. But you've got to take those chances when they come, and he did, so... I feel like I need to change the brake balance a bit in this, but I can't tell just where to. Into Druids it does not feel nice. I'm going to try flicking it a couple of clicks forwards. I don't know why it was that far rearwards in the first place. I don't know when I drove this last. Such a horrible corner, Grenhill Bend. Tightens, it's uphill. Blind. The car just wants to spin. Just a combo of horrific characteristics for a corner, which makes it massively challenging. Oh, flipping heck, that was close. out into the abyss. The car's definitely nicer on the brakes with the switch to brake balance though. Way more manageable. Don't know why it was up so high. So I know that's not a default setting, so that's something I've done at some point. No. Let's try again. I am on a Logitech G29, which you'll be able to see very shortly because I'll set my camera up. Probably not for tonight's stream, but I will set it up at some point. Still moving things into... Whoa, where am I going there? Still moving things into the house and room, etc. So... Did I just do that twice in a row? Also, realistically, does a car react like that when it gets one... I don't know. Literally the tiniest amount of rubber on the grass. I don't know. Starting to make silly mistakes now, pushing too hard in stupid places and things like that. Let's just see what the time is, see how much time we've got left to practice. I don't know if my voice is going to stay calm no matter the rate I'm driving at the moment. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know how we kept that on the straight and narrow, but cool. Yeah, we're not keeping that one though. The car definitely... Wait a second. Is that traction control there? I'm sure the traction control light was blinking on then. Was that just coming automatically when you hit the gravel? Not a great paddock hill bend. Yeah, it's much better on the rating to Druids. treading on the brakes everywhere, to be fair. I'm just making a lot of mistakes all of a sudden. Right, Chris, it's going well. It's going well, my friend. Hope everything's good your side. Just trying to squeeze those final tenths out of this circuit, and it does not want to give them to me at the minute. It's like a friend that owes you money. And every time you drop them a subtle hint, it's like, yeah, sure. And then you never get the money back. But with a circuit and tenths of a second, not friends and money. Again, silly mistake. Just trying to push extremely hard. I don't know if it's faster. It was suggested in the chat. But to be honest with you, I need to get used to short shifting anyway, because I want to save as much fuel as possible during the actual race. So. God. Did not like fourth round there. Thought I'd try it, did not like it. I was braking then, not in the right place. This quali is going to be extremely hard, I think. Yeah, that's you're preaching to the choir there, Chris. Oh, damn it. Grass, slowed us down a bit for no reason. So we're very close to the 22s now, and the 22s is top 10 territory, so a bit happier with pace at this point, which is good because there's only 20 minutes until the race. Just have to slap that lap down in qualifying, and I think we'll be relatively okay. 18 laps of the race, so again, one stopper, save as much fuel as possible because it's going to be tyres that are going to be the main concern, I think. Actually, not looking forward to tyre wear at this track because this track's difficult enough as it is, technically, without factoring tyre wear and things like that into it. have done with that exit last lap. Sugar. We can definitely hit a 22. Definitely. Be flipping hard though. Hey, Caden. Oh, hello. It's my favourite trick. Love the in-car views. Look at that view, look at it, it's beautiful. Default view is very difficult to work with, I find. You have to change the field of view because you just can't see enough. Like, imagine being in like close combat. Number one, half my rear view mirror is missing really. Can't see anything out there. Can't see anything out there. Whereas you see everything from this view. I had thought about trying out the hood view because I know a lot of people use that. For some reason I just prefer the camera at the front. Plus, I think the engine noise from this camera is the best. You can hear the whine and things properly. Like all the transmission noises and stuff like that. More immersive. Way too early on the brakes there. Had to kind of see if I could make it work somehow. There it goes. I thought it was too good to be true when it started to like kind of straighten up on the grass a bit. I thought, yeah, I've got away with this. Nope. Nope, not really. Cheers for Buki. Okay, a bit deep into paddock. Apparently the guys at the Nations and Manufacturers Cup event this weekend have said that the tyre model has changed quite drastically for GT Sport as well. In their version of the game that they're playing, the tyre model has changed to the point where it's almost 2 seconds a lap slower at certain circuits. I know, Ninja, I'm trying. It's running out of talent every now and then. But yeah, quite sweeping change. Oh, flipping it. Quite sweeping changes to the tyre model, which means that potentially it could come towards wheel users a little bit. If rear tyres are a bit more difficult to control, then over the course of a race like this with tyre wear and things like that, you'd imagine the smoother you are, the better. So definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like. Oh, I'm just thinking to myself, actually, I'll get a livery for this car before I start. If I back out of this now, I can re-enter it, can't I? I'm sure I can. The race itself hasn't started yet. Right, let's see what the Discover tab's got for us. Use my controller for this bit. See if we can find something nice. In fact, I feel like Jamie has a paint for this car. Let me just double check. If I can find him. They could definitely set this out a little better. The friends list business is very, very difficult to navigate. Maybe you could set like a favourites tab or something like that, so you could really quickly look at certain people. There he is. Okay. I'm sure he had a vet paint, unless I missed it on the first go through. I wonder if Fabuki's got one. I think he was up here somewhere. I'm sure I've seen one somewhere. we go. Oh, definitely rock this. They could definitely, when you download delivery, they could do like a. I knew there was a couple of different ones. I knew there's that one. And that one. Choose red, because I love red. That's why my name's Rosso. Yeah, when you get a livery from the Discover tab, why is there not an option just to apply this to current car now? No, you have to go through another, like, 3 menus, waste another 5 minutes of your life finding the livery and putting it on your car. Right, let's get back into free practice. Have a quick drink as well. So one thing I would say before we start the race is, in the description today there is a link. I don't know if any of you have seen it. Our apparel sponsor, Aporia Customs, have got a sale on this weekend, 15% off all items in their store. Just because it's Mother's Day, so if you were looking for some F4H merch, you can get yourself an F4H jersey, hoodie, etc. for 15% off this weekend. It's quite good. When I get my camera out, you'll see the F4H hoodie, because I've got one. Extremely nice. I got mine custom made, so mine's red. The usual ones you get off the site are black. Still nice though. I've also, speaking of affiliates, partners, sponsors, whatever you want to call them, got a chair on the way from our other sponsor, GT Amiga. So you'll see a review of that on the channel soon enough. Looking forward for that bad boy to arrive. Should be next week sometime. Come for the GT Amiga Sport chair. Extremely nice looking bit of kit, of course, in red. Because why not? See Druid's been absolutely tremendously horrendous when the tyres start to go bad. Not going to be a fun experience, I don't think. Like as long as we don't drive stupidly, we've got a decent chance in this, because this track is so narrow and so technical. I can't see people not making mistakes. Just hopefully that's not us. We can have a relatively clean one. Interesting. That's helpful. Good job that happened then and not after the race, or during the race even. Need to wake up a little bit. Long day. Long old day. we go. Whew. That's a pretty stacked lobby. A+ drivers everywhere. So we're in for a tough ride, for sure. We'll do absolutely everything we can, of course. I raced a couple of these guys in the last race at Tsukuba. Obviously, I know. Right. Fingers crossed. Let's have a good one. Time the Corvette. Be an interesting benchmark, an interesting yardstick. Right, quali time. Let's do this. 10 minutes. It's a shame the don't operate the once you've crossed the line you get to finish your lap kind of method, because I think that adds suspense to the end. Like, you sat there and you've currently secured pole, but there's 2 people behind you that are still on a hot lap. I think that's there's something very cool about that. Trying to preserve my tyres whilst burning off as much fuel as is actually possible. Coast around these sweepers, keep as much rubber on these tyres as possible. No wheel spin. Rev nice and high. Let's make ourselves a gap here. So first quali lap coming up. Hard on the brakes into paddock. Just missing the apex, but not too bad. Down 2 gears into Druids, tucking the nose in nicely. Bit too much of the loud pedal on the exit, so it's probably cost us a good chunk of time. all is not lost. We're probably about half a second away from where we need to be, lap time wise. But in a way that's a good thing, because we're going to put this lap in and know for certain that there's more time in the locker. Definitely is more time in the locker. Not our finest lap for sure. This lap and then we're probably going to dive straight into the pits. For a fresh set of tyres. Just already going. Okay. Evening, Aries. How you doing, my friend? So we can definitely beat that time. 100%. We can beat the time that's currently polled. About halfway through quali perfectly. Definitely better than the 5th position we currently occupy, that's for certain. Go. Terrible first corner. I'm gonna get held up by this guy anyway. Right, we've got one more crack at it, guys. He says. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need this damage to disappear ASAP. There we go. God, someone's taken out the marker boards. Not massively helpful, that. There you have it, 5th on the grid, unless someone improves. We definitely had pole position in our grasp there, we just couldn't convert it. We were driving pretty poorly. Oh well, we've definitely got the pace to move forwards, it's just whether or not we can move forwards. God, 7th, not 5th. Shit. Well, we're definitely well capable of doing better than that as well, which is the frustrating thing. Especially seeing another Chevy up in 2nd. But it's a long race. It's a long, long race. Oh, we're purple on that 2nd lap. That 2nd flyer. We'd had a good good middle sector up until the point where I decided to chuck it at the inside wall. Sit down, have a 3-course meal, wait for these starting cinematics to finish. Hopefully no one decides to be a donut into turn 1. Nobody wants to be that guy that ruins someone else's race. in the first corner of the first lap of an 18-lap race. Don't be that guy. I felt kind of bad about our quali, but now we're getting down here and seeing these guys starting in basically a different sector of the track. It's not so bad all of a sudden. Yeah. Second corner in Brands Hatch is equally as bad. It's kind of like the second chicane at Monza. You think you've dodged a bullet if you get around the first corner successfully, and then all of a sudden you've been killed anyway. Watching these three guys at the moment, kind of driving within myself at the minute, because I know I'm okay-ish from behind. Just keeping an eye on these three, seeing what they're up to. Position for us. Try go around the outside down here if you want, mate. Good luck though. Kind of losing ground a bit, so I'm going to pick up the pace. I'm definitely driving within myself to try and, number one, preserve the tyres, but number two, preserve fuel. I think our best chance of making up positions is by being efficient. Lift and coast. Oh god, not leaning on the rears too much. Waiting for other people to make mistakes. Couple of positions made already, and we've not really actually done anything. brake pedal already starting to get a little long. What I mean by that is the braking performance of the car is definitely getting worse quite quickly. About time we stepped on it a bit, I think. Extremely close to that grass on the outside there, gave me a mini heart attack. Great, no idea where to brake there now. Hopefully other people are in the same boat as me. I always wonder if people take those out on purpose. I genuinely have no idea where to brake down here now. Not a clue. Definitely braking too early. But I don't have any reference other than those marking boards, that's the problem. A lot of time per lap just in that one corner. Need to figure it out and fast. Otherwise this is going to be a race of us going backwards. That guy's catching us way too quickly. Can't afford another couple of laps of trying to figure out where the braking point is there. We need to do it now. Terrible, terrible through there. And right on us once more. Oh no. Oh no. Just got to keep the wheel straight. Covered that one well enough, I think, all things considered. That could have been much, much worse. Oh, come on, you bonehead. How did I manage to get a penalty for that? thing is, the where he broke then, he was never making paddock without hitting me. Not a chance. Shows you just how poor our early race pace was, that we're still running within 3/10 of it in the first sector, and the car is basically performing at its worst. Reassuring that other cars are struggling on fuel much more than we are. Why not? Definitely made time. Surprised we didn't get a penalty for that pit entry, but I'm not complaining. very nearly went then. Saw him kick up the dust, very lucky. He's pushing. Both catching fourth. Run out of laps though. Or not. Got interesting all of a sudden. just ain't going to fight. We just need to be there when it happens. Terrible final corner. Almost lost it at paddock 2. So you can tell I'm pushing. Almost lose it again. The Druids asking a lot of the tyres at this stage of the race. Oh, I thought we were going straight on then. Come on guys, have a scrap. I think the Swede has got the Portuguese well covered, so it's up to us to move forwards on our own, and we're just losing ground. Need a banzai lap, and it's not going to happen starting it like that. Go. That was a bit harsh to give me a penalty for that. I did nothing wrong, apart from put my car in the only place that I could possibly put it, and then basically the Portuguese just decided it was going to run me out of track. Extremely harsh penalty system, which has unfortunately done that to us twice this race. You could say I could have just kept out of it completely, but if you are actually even a racer, if you don't see that opportunity and try and make something of it. You never know what kind of penalty these guys have got though, so definitely not going to slow before the line. I'm just going to hit it. Yeah. That's really shit, that is. That's unfortunate. I don't think I deserved a penalty from that. I think, if anything, the person that came out the best out of it, the Portuguese, was the most at fault. I don't know how to feel about that race, to be fair. Very odd. Had the pace to do better in qualifying, which probably cost us in the race. We've moved forwards in the race, but kind of got a bit screwed by the penalty system. Terrible haul of points as well, 1,410. Not good. To be fair, no one earned over 2,000 that race. Nuno was not a clean racer. So we'll let him know that he's not a very clean racer. Oh no, he's gone anyway. It was a good race other than that. Enjoyed that a lot. Terrible haul of points though. I think we have to try and make a concerted effort to get involved in the earlier lobbies, because I think the strength of field there is higher. So even if you've got a top heavy lobby there, like we did of 9 or so A pluses or whatever, because the second half of the lobby was not very strong and weren't on the same pace, it kind of skews the points that it gives out at the end. You need a stacked field, like a really stacked field, and that only happens, I think, in the very early races, which unfortunately I just can't do, which is kind of frustrating. Group 4 at Bathurst next though, which should suit us quite nicely. I don't know how well the Corvette goes there. Blue Moon, infield B. Why not? Let's give this a go. I'm going to watch a lap first though, because with all of these N-rated cars, they always have like really weird shift points. So let's see what Pirata's doing. I think next time I pick a manufacturer, I'm going to pick something a bit more drivable. I think there's a lot to be said for being able to be consistently quick in races. Didn't ever really feel 100% comfortable in that Corvette there tonight. You can probably tell that, but especially by the first half of the race. The first half of the race, my pace was shocking. It was the second half where we came back into it a bit. But we just left it too late. Okay, bit of a wall bang into turn 1. Interesting. Going back to the PGR days. Look, tell you what, it's had a good few laps at this. 22 laps, look. Another wall bang. Beautiful, clean lap. Revving the shit out of it, so no no secret RPMs here. Apparently, rev the hell out of it. Interesting lap though. See how easy that is to replicate. I nearly went into the race then by accident. Top tip, Rosso's A+ driver rating top tips. Orange Jeeps are always faster than white ones. This is the little tricks that other YouTubers don't tell you. Saves you a couple of tenths over a lap like this because the paint is a little bit lighter. And also you look cooler. So it's an automatic confidence boost as well, which enables you to get a bit later on the brakes. Yeah, I did have a look at the Burger King ring, but it's 11 o'clock at night, and by the time I've actually got comfortable with the Burger King, because I've not driven it in about 16 years, I don't think we'll actually get any racing done, so we'll have a quick qualifying this. Where am I going here? Quick qualifying this and see what we can do. Just probably need to put an 18 rating on the stream at this point because the speed here is probably not suitable for children. So if you are a child, just cover your eyes. This is a pretty washy vehicle, what the hell? No idea where to brake here. Completely forgot what gear he took the corner in. I think he broke about here. I'm not going to be that guy that uses the wall to slow down, he says, as he crashes into the wall and slows down very suddenly. Because that's not the example I want to set on this channel, so I won't be replicating that. A little bit late to the party, MJ, but the party's still going strong. Everyone's still here, no one's left yet. There's a couple of people sat here like, oh my god, this has gone on for a bit long now. But I don't want to be the first person to leave, so kind of looking around nervously, waiting for someone else to like make the executive decision. Try braking about here instead. That's definitely early. Can't see this being a difficult lap to beat though, to be fair. I mean, I don't know how far we were down then, but it was a lot. Much as I thought, mind you. Did he switch to second in this corner? I can't remember. That's definitely a no. Second's way too low. Or he might use second and then shift up into third straight away. can't actually remember from watching his replay. Look at that for a vehicle. Not entirely sure doing this race is a fantastic idea for my safety rating, but we'll see. If the first race is absolute carnage, then I will be out of there. We'll do something else. Oh, you absolute spanner. Oh god, this car is so bad. It's washy as hell. Body roll, body roll, body roll. Still managed to go purple. Say, oh, stop. Right, let's figure out where the hell we break down here. So much understeer there, so much. Like, he's able to get on the power so early there. I remember that vividly from the replay. But I feel like I'd be waiting forever to get on the power out of that corner. Better first corner. So where we broke last time was okay. It was a nice line through the final corner. We just do a bit more of that. Right, so we're in the 103s. The first part of the job is done. Definitely a beautiful first corner. Terrible through the sweeper though. Alright, so let's time all of a sudden. Time you can gain through the sweeper just by cutting it. never thought I'd get so into hot lapping a Ford Raptor before in my life. Well, here we are. We're going for a 103 flat, I think. If it's a 102 flat, I'm doing something incredibly wrong. Is it a 102 flat? I hope it's not. Because I can't see a second and a half. That's a nice final corner. What are the leaderboard times, Cal? Do you mind checking for me? Not if you're in a race or anything, or you're doing anything. But if you're just floating about the menus, if you could have a look for me, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. A bit wide around T1. Very frustrating when on laps this short make a mistake early, because there's absolutely no realistic way I can, you know, chase this up. And even if I did do a better lap now, I'd be frustrated because I've took 2 tenths away needlessly. Oh, sugar. That's the next lap gone as well. No, it's alright, man. Don't worry about it. I have to come online just to check leaderboards for me, mate. It's cool. Andrew, if you're looking, what's 10th? What is a top 10 time? I'm braking a little bit late into turn 1 at the moment. Trying to find that extra time. I think the extra time we need to find is probably more likely in the second half of the lap, where he's doing that little wall bounce. It's helping him slow down, because the same person got number 1 here a couple of days ago in the MR2s, and I was number 2. And he did the same thing. So there's definitely some sort of logic behind it. Its first corner. I thought my first corner on my fastest lap was quite nice. I'm losing time there every lap. Like, that wasn't a horrendous first corner. Off. Tenth is a 1033 then. Okay. Go 2 miles an hour quicker. Shiza. Took 2 bites of the cherry there, so I turned in once, realised that if I continued on that path I was going to hit the inside wall, so straightened out, turned in again. I think you need to take quite a late apex at turn 1 to avoid the banking, so I was carrying way more speed than my lap before on that first corner, but because I hit the banking so hard, I lost a lot of time. You need to gradually come up the banking like that. How I'm losing 200ths of a second through there. I'm not doing anything. Keeping the wheel nice and straight and smooth. Oh, that was a nice final corner. So I mean though, by if you're down at the first, like, potentially if I get that first sector right, I'm top 10 with that lap. Terrible first corner. Turning in too soon. Yeah, he does get very well. He clips the wall, doesn't he? That close to it. I think with the final corner as well, I can be a bit braver. I can just try and sling it in and just hang on for dear life. Try turning in a bit later for T1 then. We are driving the Ford SVT, I think it's F-150 Raptor. Salvage that one, we definitely turned in a bit late there. We'll give it another try next lap. I think a lot of it depends on your brake bias as well. So perhaps he's more able to attack that first corner at more of an angle because he's got a different bias and his brakes are pulling him inwards a bit more. That's right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, I couldn't quite hang on to that. Would have been nice if I could. Still up though, somehow. Just lost the rear ever so slightly through that final corner, which meant I couldn't get the power down in the way I wanted to, but we're still going to improve ever so slightly. It's going to take us to the 103.4s. Just chipping away at that time. This has kind of turned into let's do a daily race to let's hot lap, but unfortunately I'm one of those people where I can't not do it. If I can see time, I can't stop. got time in the final sector, so this could be another improvement if we can get it right. Oh, I tell you what, we will improve, I think, but still not the ideal. I think the time's actually going to beat us. Perhaps. Slight improvement, maybe. Just. Too bad of a first corner, to be honest. See if we can improve through this final sector. Again, only being 400 to a second down, I don't think that's too bad, considering we've definitely got time in our locker up here. Not if we do that, we haven't. Terrible final corner. Regardless, I think we're going to struggle to find half a second. I don't know. Just quite how he strung that one together. A rapid lap. Time lost in the final sector. Here we go. This is what we want. That's top 10. Just. The shallow line is definitely better at turn 1. The car accelerates that slowly that the time you gain by taking a shorter route around the corner, you don't really lose on the exit. See why he did 22 laps, because here we are on lap 22. Very addictive. Didn't think I'd ever have so much fun in a Ford Raptor. that, unfortunately. Just I need to carry that speed, but just a slightly later apex, and we'll be golden. His time is beatable, I think. Good day, Lou. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. I was looking at stream chat. A lot of new faces in tonight. Hello to everybody. My name is Nathan, aka Rosso. Playing GT Sport now for a good few months. It'd be great to have you with us more often. If you like what you're seeing so far from the stream, you can hit that little red button to subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on and it'll basically notify you anytime we go live for a live stream or anytime I post a video. Some good videos coming up. Lots of very cool ideas in the fire, certain. And also, for those of you that were in the stream earlier, you will have heard already, but GT Amiga, or our 4H's primary sponsor, slash partner, slash affiliate, however you want to term it, is sending me a chair to review, so that's going to be on the channel very soon. Can't wait to get my hands on that. Something a bit different as well for the channel, content-wise. That was a nice last corner. Shame I couldn't do it on a lap that mattered. It's going to take our optimal down, I think. Really cool videos coming up though. I've recorded some interesting stuff. I'd also like to do, you have to give me some feedback on this actually, because it's something that I want to do, but obviously I don't know if you guys will enjoy it, if it's worth the time. But I'd like to start a little show, a podcast maybe, about not just GT Sport but the sim racing scene in general, what's going on, like the GT Sport event this weekend, the Forza Racing Championship, get a guest on, maybe, you know, have another YouTuber on or someone that participates in the scene, maybe developers eventually. It'd be quite cool. Ah, Scheiße. Yes, I did. I got approved this morning, I think, if you're on about the Facebook group. I got approved this morning, had a good look through. Quite a few members actually, 18,000. 18,000. It's crazy. Didn't even realise that group existed. Because I don't really use Facebook a massive amount, to be fair. I might set up an F4H Rosso Facebook page, see if that can gain some sort of traction. No idea what that line was through there, guys. Apologies. But yeah, some interesting stuff. I see some cool videos coming up as well. I've got a controller versus wheel comparison video coming up that's all been recorded and is ready to rock and roll. Find out definitively which one is faster, or maybe not. Clickbait. Obviously more manufacturers coming at you, because I'm enjoying doing that. It's nice to actually be able to do the majority of the season. I might do some comparison videos as well with GT Sport versus other games, the track representation, the way they handle things like that. So I do want to start maybe slowly introducing some other titles onto the channel. Things like perhaps Project Cars. There's some cool competitions coming up for Assetto Corsa, which I have as well. I think I'm going to give those a crack. Was okay, but I was so late on the power that it didn't really matter. I'm trying, Synchro. I'm trying. The problem with slow cars is the gains are much smaller. It's a lot harder to gain time once you're at kind of a plateau. If that makes any sense. Because even if you make quite a large error, you're only ever really losing a tenth. It's not a massive amount of time that you lose. So those final tenths that you're looking for, it's very difficult to... fucking hell, how many times am I going to hit that? It's very difficult to find. Because, number one, the track doesn't have that many corners to begin with. Number two, the car's quite slow. Just accelerate earlier in the first corner. Just for you, Cal. I'm in the wall. You and your advice, Cal. My favourite wall. Right, let's try and get a decent run. Says as he gets a terrible run. And the last like 5 or 6 laps have just been me on autopilot. So let's refocus. Let's get back to it. What is it with you backseat drivers? Corner was nice. It's a shame I was so far off my lap at the time. First corner is so difficult. It really is. Right, so a couple more laps and then we'll go do a race, I think. We've hit a brick wall a bit. Yeah, that's a shit first corner. That's our, oh, wrong button. That's our cue to give a race a go, I think. When's the next race? 5 minutes. So we've still got 5 minutes to have a quick blast around anyway. There we are. 10th. Apparently we don't have a replay. If we do our optimal, it puts us 7th. We can definitely get ourselves in amongst that pack. Your HUD looks different. Your HUD, are you driving from a different view? You might potentially, so that each view gives you a different HUD, depending on what it is you can see from the actual car itself, I guess, and what you need to see. Oh, flipping heck. I've seen Cal, don't worry. I've seen. It's insane. What brake balance are you using, buddy? You just left it neutral, or? Yeah, if I'm honest, Cal, I'm in kind of the same boat. Like, sometimes when I adjust it, it feels better. But I tend to just leave it roughly around 0, or maybe go one way or one the other way. The only car that I know that brake balance makes a massive difference in is the 4C. If you put it all the way to the front, it brakes way nicer. Same with the KTM Crossbow, actually. Stuff with a short wheelbase. Too shallow of a line, damn it. I think it depends on a lot of things, engine placement, power, loads of different factors. One more lap maybe. I'm not sure, Cal, to be honest, mate. I'm not sure. I don't want to give you bad advice. But I really don't know. Shocking final corner. For shit's sake. Right, let's give it a blast. Oh, would you look at that? Just don't hit each other. And I think we'll be fine. Got a nice big gap between us and the next person anyway. How many laps is it, actually? I don't actually know. 8? 5? 6? 28? This is going to be a slipstream fest, you're right. Be interesting to see how the slipstream affects a massive brute of a car like this, though. Right, 7 laps. There we go. See a lot of people taking my advice, obviously watching the live stream, and picking the orange car because it is fast. What is the fastest version? Secret tips. That is 100% definite sarcasm, by the way, guys. Do not take that literally. I need to actually change my little starting and ending messages on this game, because I've never actually changed them. They still just say hello and thanks for the race. Probably missing a little advertising of the stream trick there. Here we go, Blue Moon Bay Speedway, daily race A, in the Raptors. Never has there been so much intent on a grid. Go. Unleash the fury. terrible exit from the final corner. Cal is going to eat me alive down here. Don't bump draft whatever you do. Remember what happened last time. That guy's got nowhere to go. Not sure what his plan was there. Should have swept left in front of Cal way before that. Don't think I hate you then, Cal. If I did, let me know and I'll let you pass. Just flash your lights if I hit you. Gone defensive. I wonder who makes it to the line first here. Me, just. Interesting. Good info for the final lap, maybe. God, this is a slipstream fest, and I can imagine in lower level lobbies this is an absolute crash fest also. You've got to have a lot of faith in the people that you're driving against. Oh, that guy slung one up your inside then, Cal. Jesus. Flipping heck. Did he get a penalty for that? Yeah, I was going to say. It's definitely turned into a bit of a destruction derby back there. We're going to make 100% use of that and get the hell out of there. So hopefully Cal can make his way back through. He's been swallowed up. 6th at the moment. I don't think I'm quite far enough away to get away from the slipstream. I think no matter what, I'm going to get sucked in unless something happens behind me. Cal back up into 4th. Fight your way through, sunshine. Doing well to come back through. To the end. I thought we were going to get away, but clearly not. Slipstream too strong. This guy's going to try and launch one, so we're going to go defensive. Try and launch one around the outside if you like, my friend. If you can make it stick, more power to you. Run out, he's going to pocket in the wall. Thought he might. Going to be under pressure from Cal from behind, or not. He's going straight in my slipstream regardless. Let's break that toe, thank you very much. We're going to play some silly games on the straight. He's launched one in T1. Absolutely launched one as well. inside. I'm going to take it. No, don't do that. You pillock. Whatever you do, Cal, do not let him through. Oh, dirty as hell. I was already like well alongside him. A 10-second penalty for that. While that guy like literally blocks me off the planet and gets nothing. This game sometimes, I swear, so stupid. But what's he doing? Like genuinely, what is he doing? And how has he not got a penalty? Like, he's going to end up winning this race. What an absolute joke. Like, that is unbelievable. That is, if you could put the state of the current penalty system into a race, there it is. A 10-second penalty for absolutely zero, whereas a guy tries basically to force me off the track twice and gets nothing. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. I'm really glad you enjoy them. And I'm glad they're helpful as well. Well, apparently my sportsmanship rating just went down. Don't know what I did wrong there. But that guy's definitely getting reported because... because that's too far. Yeah, but it wasn't your, like, it's not your fault that it gave me the 10-second penalty, Cal. Like, that's not worthy of a 10-second penalty. No one went off the track. No one hit the wall. Yet he basically tries to crowd me off the track twice, but gets nothing. No, you didn't see, Cal. He basically chopped me twice on the main straight, trying to force me onto the infield. He was very dirty. Very dirty. I think it may be worth avoiding that race if it's going to chop your safety rating down. 'Cause the problem you've got is if you go below a certain sportsmanship rating, then it automatically cuts your driver rating, which is not what we want. I'm currently driver rating B and sportsman A. Any tips for moving up faster? The best advice I can give you is try not to worry about the race. Your main focus should be on being comfortable in what you can do on that car and that track. So practice, get to a point where you're not... So don't go for outright pace. Don't put in a Banzai lap and be like, yes, that's me, that's done. Get yourself to a point where you're, you know, doing 10, 15 laps within, we'll say, half a second to 7/10 of each other. And that's when you know you're going to go in the race and you're going to be comfortable and you're going to be confident, and you'll be surprised how many races you move up or you win, or you know, you do better than you're expecting, even if you qualify low, because you're comfortable at that pace, but the people around you aren't. So definitely give it. Practice is massively underrated, and I saw a video, I can't remember whose video it was, saying that ineffective practice is ineffective, but I don't subscribe to that at all, really. Not, but maybe if you're at a really high level, then ineffective practice is ineffective. But if you're trying to climb, no practice is bad. I think the more practice you do, the more comfortable you get. Up to a certain point, obviously, but for the majority of people, all practice is good practice. Whether you're on the track on your own or on the track with other people, because you're going to be getting more and more comfortable. And the more comfortable you are on a track on your own, the more you're going to be able to read situations during races, because if you're pushing to your absolute limit, and that is your maximum pace, and then something happens, it's going to be very difficult for you then to react, because you're already kind of at your maximum kind of concentration, your maximum level. But if you're comfortable, then you can read these situations early. You can take time to have a look at what's happening on track, take time to have a look at gaps and manage them, take time to have a look at, you know, fuel levels or tyre wear or anything like that. So yeah, being comfortable is underrated. I'd definitely rather be comfortable and 2/10 slower than the fastest person than be the fastest person over one lap, for certain. And a lot of people have said that, particularly for manufacturers and Nations Cup races. You'll get people in there who go in there with some absolutely insane time in qualifying, but when it comes to a race, just fall apart. Yeah, focus on the A levels, for certain. Use GT Sport as a bit of a rest when you're feeling a bit burnt out, rather than hammer it too much. I mean, I've been playing racing games now for about, well, competitively for about 10 years, so it takes a lot of practice and a lot of time, for certain. I wonder what Group 2 Brands Indy's like. I can imagine that's a bit of a crash fest as well, to be fair. Honda NSXs everywhere. But if you look at that load, that's 10 Honda NSXs, and then Lexus just outside. But if you notice, look, Ads Tomko, it's a perfect example of what I was just mentioning with sportsmanship rating. He is, or was, an S driver, A+ driver, whatever you want to call them now. Absolutely rapid, supremely fast. But because his sportsmanship rating has gone down to B, his driver rating has dropped too. I'm not at the moment. I'm not watching the GT racing. I'll probably catch it on a VOD later on. I wanted to stream tonight. Don't think I'm going to do another race in the Raptor. I think that's a death wish. I think I'm going to go off for tonight, guys. It's midnight. It's been a pretty much 3-hour stream already. Nah. To be honest with you, I don't really fancy either of those two races, especially the Nürburgring. That's going to be a massive time investment. So I think we'll call it a night at that. But as usual, if you've enjoyed the stream, if you could whack a like on there for me, it would be appreciated. It does help. Helps make the videos a bit more appealing and visible to people. we'll be back tomorrow with something or other. I'm not quite sure what yet, but we'll come up with something for sure. Be a video tomorrow though, not a stream, I don't think. I do enjoy the Nürburgring, but not at midnight. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully the manufacturer's race was good and fun to watch. It was fun to race in. Bit of a shame about the penalty system. It's kind of the theme of the night, really. The penalty system has screwed us over a bit. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And I will see you all soon. Have a good night. And enjoy the F1 tomorrow. Yep, Hamilton for the win. For sure. Oh, squeaky chair. Right. See you later, guys. Peace.